I would say your pants might be getting tighter, your confidence might be going down, and summer just passed and you probably went down to the beach and you probably didn't even take your shirt off. And if you're still watching, you are the person I'm talking to. Now I'll go into it. Talk to you later, Philip. See you, Max. The Oracle. I think it looks fantastic, baby. I think the boardroom looks great. I think it's good that we can... Has this changed? I think just the ceiling needs to be closed over up until that. I'm even happy for it to be the brick there. Like, I don't care. One, we need to say, mate, there's a hole in the wall now. So no worries. I think the biggest thing is before we obviously move in is just that closed up is the biggest thing before we start working from here.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I'll get
From
you,
a staff perspective, we just
I'll get you onto it.
Yeah. You want to start with your critical meltdown?
Critical meltdown. No, it's all good. Website.
I was going to say, I want to rip the website, basically, not rip it down now,
Yep.
but we need to build a completely new website that's user-friendly and actually directs people to what I want. And I think it's looking at, like, for us, like, I don't have a specific designer. I have a guy that can do anything we want.
Yep.
And if we need, like, I don't know what you need to get the new site.
Yep.
I can draw layouts of what I want and what I want to achieve.
Yeah.
Cool, so this conversation is worth $250,000.
Yeah. You know what, Travis? I use exactly the same sales funnel.
So let's just see, I just want to see what's on the line right here, right?
Yeah.
Like with your marketing, hey, can you get clients on demand? Like if you put up an ad today, can you get 20 clients by Monday?
Never done it.
Okay, well there you go. So
We're all word of mouth. Like it's been literally like we've been organic growth the whole time.
cool. So what happens with business, right? Like, you know, I'll talk about myself, for example, right? We took RBT to 500K in the first year, except I was like, you know, people buy you, right? I was the identity. And with business, what happens with what got me there wouldn't get me here where we are today, because people can't buy me when I'm not in Perth or not in USA or not in, you know, any of the other clubs. So they have to buy into a system. It means marketing has to completely change, because word of mouth changes when it's not about you, right? Word of mouth starts becoming about coaches and people who don't really care about the brand as much as you do. They care, but they don't care as much as you. So, when you look at that, now we need to create a marketing system within the next 12 months that gets you clients on demand where they're buying an outcome, they're not buying you. We can go from there, mate.
Awesome. Sounds great. I really appreciate the time, Travis. Thanks a lot.
No worries, mate. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye. Started. When I write, if I need to go that way or that way, can you just point me? This person, you're trying to put stuff in front of this person. Now this person clearly doesn't like your stuff. So they're not clicking through to see your landing page. Because it is under 1 out of 100 clicking through to see your landing page, clearly your stuff is not what this person wants. It makes this person sad. So instead, you need to find new people. Now, the only problem is, if you change your targeting from this person who you made sad, and you went to these people, and they still did not click through, and they were sad, you have another option. It's like, maybe my stuff is shit. So it puts us directly on track of where we need to be. The Google ads are up, the search volume isn't huge inside Blackburn. So the problem is we've had 7 or 8 people click on the ad, no opt-ins yet. So we're at about a 10% click-through rate, opt-in rate. So we'll probably get 1 or 2 leads from that a week. So that will bump us up by 3 or 4 sales a month. So to get the goal is one, doing some referrals and all that sort of stuff that we do as well. But it's making sure that every fortnight we do 35 people. We keep from those 35 people 20. All right. So there's a ladies one, there's a males one, there's over 40 males.
Yep.
Okay. So the way we want to do is sort of structure it like this. So, like you started here, it's like I'm calling out all ladies of Blackburn. I'm calling out all females who live in Blackburn. So it's about gaining strength. It's about happiness. It's about progression. It's about doing better tomorrow than you did today. That's what RBT is about. Very excited today. Influence, mate. Remember? I think one of the biggest things in business is persuasion, right? You have to persuade people to sell them on your dream when you first start your business. You have to sell that first staff member the fact that you aren't going to go under. You have to sell your first client to believe that you can actually help them. And then as your business grows, you persuade partners to help you scale, or you persuade people, financing people to give you money. You persuade, you have to also, when we look at persuasion, you have to read people, right? It's using that emotional intelligence and understanding what people actually want. It's the same as sales, right? It's like understanding what people want before they even know, and helping them understand that, the decisions that you want them to make, they made themselves, right? It's empowering people. It's empowering people to make the decision for themselves rather than you directing the decision, right? You can weave the conversation in the direction that you want, but ultimately it's empowering people to make the decision and guiding them on the direction. And that's persuasion, right? That's all business is. It's persuasion. It's helping your team and influencing. It's persuasion at the biggest point, right? But I think the biggest thing you have to understand is you only use these powers for good, not evil. I think that's when, companies grow properly, is when you really care. You care about your teams. You care about where they're headed in life. And if you live with that integrity, that everything that you ever do, every decision you ever make is for the better good of them, then they have such a trust in you that the persuasion ends up being easier and easier, and the influence becomes greater and greater because there's a level of respect there that no one ever questions what you say, even though it might be a little bit crazy. You ask for feedback, pros, cons, empower them to make the decision, but they have such a belief in you because what you've done for the company and what you've done for them, that's when influence becomes easy. So it's just a people game and putting people first. And then if you put everyone else first, then, you eat second. Simon Sinek, leaders eat last. That's the truth, right? But it's also the fact of the matter of you got into a business to change lives, and you got into business to make money. And to make money, you need to employ people. To employ people and keep people, you get to grow your business. It's all about persuasion.